Heyo! It's Wonder Festival time again, and in this video I'll be going over my favourite figures showcased today. If you don't know what Wonfes is, it's an event that runs twice a year where independent sculptors sell garage kits, and most of the big figure manufacturers show off new prototypes. It's kind of like what E3 is for gaming, but for figures. And before we get into it, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll be picking up a bunch of these figures and reviewing them here on my channel, so you won't want to miss it. Starting off with scale figures, I'm super happy that Goodsmile's Pirate and Mithra from Xenoblade 2 are getting re-released. Their aftermarket prices have been ridiculously high since even before their release. Right now Mithra is about 60,000 yen, which is over 3 times that already pretty expensive original price, and Pirate isn't that far behind. I'm definitely considering picking them up on the second run, and I'm sure a lot of other people are glad that this is actually happening. Kotobuki revealed the sculpt for the horror Bishoujo Pennywise, and I can't believe my killer clown is actually this cute. I love pretty much everything about this already. The face looks really good, the clothes are like a half idol half clown getup, and the balloon and base really bring a lot of character to the figure. I feel like it has no right looking this good, and I'm super keen to see it painted. Aniplex showed the sculpt of this Sakura figure, which looks really incredible. The strands of the dress holding her off the ground is such a cool concept, and this might finally be the one to get me to buy a figure of Sakura. It reminds me a lot of Goodsmile's Felia from Comet Lucifer, which was super fragile, and I really hope Aniplex has some way to protect her. If they can match it with a good paint job, I can definitely see this being a grail for so many collectors. On the topic of fate, Fat's Hokusai from last Wonfes has now been painted, and it looks even better than I imagined. The water effect is sick, and all the patterns on her kimono are super clean. In addition to that, 2 more Hokusai scales were announced. Aniplex has a maid version, and Goodsmile has a casual version, and I think the key art for both look pretty cool. And rounding it out for fate figures for me is Amakuni's Prisma Ilya Shiro. He really doesn't get much love compared to the girls of the franchise, but Shiro looks pretty badass here. His pose could be more dynamic, but I'm really liking his face and serious expression. I'm definitely expecting this to look really wicked once it's painted, and I think it's a figure worth keeping an eye on. I'm not sure if I've just never noticed it before, but there were so many Miku figures. And of course, I have to pick one for my list. Max Factory's first Dream Miku has been in the oven for a while now, and she's sporting some deeper colours and shadows that I really like. The shading on the hair is sublime, and while people might not like the change from the earlier prototype, I think this is shaping up to be another stellar Miku figure. Furyu the Madman showed off a sculpt of this hilarious Ainzel gown scale. I don't really have anything to say about it, I just think it's neat. Azurlane's Unicorn is finally getting a scale figure. I'm surprised it took this long to even get announced, considering a bunch of other ship foods have had scales released for quite a while already. I don't know about Plump's track record, but I'm hoping this turns out super cute. Prime 1 revealed a couple of incredible 1/4 scale statues. The Mega Premium Masterline Vegeta, a perfect match for the MPM Goku, and Persona 5's Joker, whose base is super cool. These boys are huge, heavy, and expensive, but I bet they're the best figures of these characters you'll ever come across. And to wrap it up with scale figures, Goodsmile showed off this dynamic Reimu scale with a really neat base. I'm not really into Toho stuff, but I'm sure fans are going to be pretty happy with this one. Moving on to Nendoroids, as always there have been a ton of announcements. Kirishima, Ida, and Darby will be joining the Hero Academia lineup, and Zenitsu, Inosuke, and Tomioka for Demon Slayer. Amaterasu and Philo from last Wonfes have finally been coloured, and they look amazing as well. A pretty big surprise for me was the announcement of Magic the Gathering Nendoroids, starting with Chandra and Jace. They look really nice, and I'm hoping the line continues with other planeswalkers like Nissa, Ajani, and Liliana. Bayonetta's sculpt was revealed, and she looks so damn good. Even unpainted, she definitely has the perfect amount of sass and style, and it's easily my favourite Nendoroid at this Wonfes. I'm really looking forward to seeing her painted, and all of the accessories that she comes with. Leo has been painted, and he's looking hot. I think they've done a great job at translating the colours of the movie into something real. The subtle greeny blue highlighting on the hair looks really good, and the gradient on his sword is looking sharp. This might just be enough to persuade me into getting Garlo too. The Overwatch line continues with Reinhardt, who looks super badass. Just judging from the base's size, he's going to be pretty huge and beefy. And speaking of beefy, hey Lamau, they're doing Fortnite Beef Boss. This is the greatest Nendoroid head, and you can't change my mind. I wish I could just buy the head separately, but that's definitely not happening. If this ends up in the bargain bin, you know, I could get it just for the memes. And finally, Rista from Cautious Hero. I'm really hoping GSC can match her expressiveness in the anime with some great base plates. This has some serious potential to be a really fun Nendoroid to joke around with, just like Aqua. And that's it for my top picks of Winter Wonfes. There were too many figures to fit into this video, so if I missed anything you're excited for, let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye!